Good evening, everybody. It's 5 o'clock, the appointed hour for our finals press conference tonight, and then the prize giving. We're not going to do it yet, so those of you that are over at the trough getting some food or getting a drink at the bar, stand by. We're going to postpone, Christine, to the bottom of the hour to 5:30, 17:30, to let the sailors get cleaned up, let the officials get cleaned up and relaxed. We'll be back. We're going to stay live with this slide so that those of you watching around the world will know that we are here, and we're intending to go at 17:30, in 30 minutes from now. And a special treat, not only will we have the finalists at the press conference, we're also going to do, for the first time ever, an interview by Andy Rose with the Petit Finale sailors, the skippers as well. So we'll do that starting at the bottom of the hour, 17:30 Pacific time, which is 30 minutes after midnight UTC. Those of you watching down at the CYCA to celebrate Cole Tapper and Co.'s amazing win, we'll be bringing that to you as well at the bottom of the hour. So stand by, postponed till 17:30. What an audience. What an audience. Good evening, everybody. We welcome to our postponed press conference, the finals presser, because we got in a little late because the finals went to 5 races. It was a fabulous day on the water. Andy and I never like to say champagne sailing conditions, but a little light, but it was a sparkling day out there on the Pacific Ocean off of the beautiful Balboa Yacht Club in Newport Beach, California. We are live for our 10th and final show here at the Balboa Yacht Club in Newport Beach, Corona del Mar. Welcome to all of you from around the world. We got the chat screen filling up already. Congratulations to all the sailors. But we're going to do something a little different today on day 5. It's our normal presser, our finals presser, but we are going to invite not only Jeffrey and Cole up to do the finals press conference, but Andy is going to have the petit finale, or the consolation match, skippers up as well. So welcome to the show. It's our final show, as I said. Here is the finish order after the consolation matches took place today. Starting at the top, as you can see, we know Cole Tapper won in the finals over Jeffrey. And then Josh, I beg your pardon, Justin Callahan was third over Josh Hyde in the petit finale. We'll have them up here. And then an interesting match for 5th and 6th between Tom and Morgan. Tom Higgins and Morgan Pinckney. Then Marcello Torre over Daniel Kemp. Robbie McCutcheon over Nicholas Bernal in that consolation. Finally, Dylan C. bested Sienna in what was also an interesting little bout for 9th and 10th. So without further ado, please welcome Andy Rose, the Governor's Cup Steering Committee Chair, to conduct the press conference. Andrew, you have a voice left after today.
I do. Evidently, I don't.
You had that problem this morning.
Make it work, Tom.
No, it's my fault, not Dylan's.
No.
It'll come good in a sec.
It'll come good in a second.
It's wireless. Dylan,
I'm saying the most important stuff right now.
it will come good, won't it? It should. It is on. This is embarrassing, Andrew.
Yeah.
Let's get wild applause from the audience while we're trying to fix the bloody microphone. Check 1, 2, check. Grab that other mic next to you.
And I can just pass it.
When in doubt, get wild applause. Check 1, 2, check. Dylan. Dylan, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, now that was embarrassing. If that's the biggest problem we had today, Andrew, you know what the funny guys and gals, you know what the funniest thing that happened today? We were live for what, 5 hours today? Something like that, 5 hours. And about an hour before, we're right at the height of this thing today, and the, what do you call that on the generator, the gen set?
The gen set.
on Adios, our broadcast boat, got clogged up with something. So our producer, where is he? Come up here, Chris, please. Our producer director of GovCUP TV, he's calling the show and he's telling us what to do. He strips down, goes under the boat, swims to clear the gen set so we didn't run out of power. Chris Bretschker, where are you? Amazing stuff. Andrew?
Without him doing that, the last race of the Governor's Cup would have been, okay, we're pretty excited about this last race of the Governor's Cup. It's 2-2, and that would have been it. So Chris again saves the day. Well, I think we're going to start with the petit finales. Morgan Pinckney.
We are indeed, and I'll put
and
them
Justin
up here.
Callahan.
Josh Hyde.
I'm sorry.
And Justin Callahan, and it was a terrific back and forth match, as you all saw. Justin won the first match. It was first to win 2, of course. Then Josh Hyde won, and finally Justin in a squeaker won the final match to go on to third place, 2-1. Please welcome Justin Callahan and Josh Hyde.
Okay, so let's first talk about, Justin, that when you're going downwind in a match race and you are to leeward, meaning away from the wind, the other boat is to weather, and you cannot you cannot get down to the finish line or the gate, as it were, on that jibe. So you have to jibe, right? So the boat outside would have to jibe onto port in front of a starboard tack boat, and that's not a good thing. Justin did sort of an amazing thing. You rolled him right at the end, enough so you could jibe. Literally, they were just a little past the finish line on the wrong side. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, we were definitely pretty far back. Probably a good 10 bowlings back, rounding the top mark, going into the last downwind. And then we said we gotta have better downwinds. And so we copied our Australian friends here, Mr. Jack Fruin especially, their technique on the downwind. We saw them was really good, working with the shoulders a lot on the waves. They were doing a great job. So we tried to emulate that and kicked it in high gear right away. Are we not on?
We were getting signal from back there.
What was that signal about?
I don't know what that meant.
Somebody needs a drink.
I think that was from me.
Don't give us signals that don't mean anything. We're confused enough as it is.
God.
Bloody hell.
I thought
That's one of your
we were
friends
about to
back.
have to do calisthenics. Jesus. So Josh, but then you came back with no problem and tied it up, huh? How'd you do that?
Well, I think we had a pretty good starting all day today. We were pretty happy with every race, got every side we wanted most of the time. But that first race was a real bugger. Wanted to really treat the boats respectfully, didn't want to hit them, so guess we just let them slip through there and take that one.
I think on both in the last race, Justin, you showed incredible downwind speed. Did you change anything before that? Because suddenly you were way fast.
We started working the boat a lot harder. The theme for us, the whole regatta, was keep working the boat harder. We can always roll harder. We can always press harder. We can work the sails a lot better. Obviously, day one was not our day, but we continued to work on the little things, and I can only attribute that to the 3 people in front of me just absolutely working their butts off to make the boat go fast, and ended up paying off in the last few races, and so can't thank them enough for all that they did. Spencer, Michaela, and Trevor specifically.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you guys go here, but I want to say that Justin did not have a good day. But given how we started this with the tributes to Liam O'Keefe, I think Liam's looking down right now and he's saying, "Good on you, mate." That's good. And I have a feeling if you two want to come next year, you might well be invited.
That would be lovely, especially since the boats are so
Yeah,
good.
we love the boats. The boats are good. They can sail in light wind.
Excellent, Josh. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That joke, for those of you who haven't been hearing us all week, is that, I always say, if you say really nice things about the boat, that you might be invited back. If not, So, well done, well done. Okay.
Andrew, we might also say if you get a two-shot here, if you can. Thanks. We might also say that we both know Justin's dad and mom, but we know his dad, Paul Callahan, particularly well, who he suffered an injury some years ago, and he's in a wheelchair, and he today, Justin, for the first time in how many years? 12 years, sailed in a yacht race in Sonars in Chicago, and blew them away, beat everybody. So to Paul Callahan, if you're watching, congratulations. Your kid did you proud, and we're all very proud of you.
Paul, I got to talk to him at length last year when we were in Newport, Rhode Island. He's an exceptional guy, and obviously sailing runs in the blood in that family, like a lot of families here, actually, but that's great, Justin. All right, well, let's go to the main event here. Cole Tapper and Jeffrey Peterson. So that was an interesting
just quick
series.
run the scoreline, if I may, Andrew.
Yep.
Cole Tapper started out, as you're going to say, and lost the first two races. Jeffrey won the first two races. Then Cole Tapper came back and won the next two, and now we're on the fifth race. So we had another comeback kid today, not just Justin Callahan, but Cole Tapper came back to win 3-2 in a spectacularly good GOVCUP final.
Well, that was one of the more interesting finals. We all had anticipated the same kind of racing that you had in the last race of the rounds robin, which was one of the best match races I've ever seen. And one of them was like that, but that was pretty much it. So Jeffrey, at first, how did you get those nice leads and even killing a penalty and winning by quite a bit? At first, how did that happen?
Yeah, I think the first two races of the series, we had a bit more breeze, and it hadn't really, we still had the cloud cover over. It was still a little earlier in the day before the cloud cover burned off. We saw it swing to the west pretty hard, or even, it swung right really hard. I think we felt really good in that breeze. We had sailed a race against Josh and had a flight down to kind of reassess and make sure we had a good eye on the race course. And I think we pre-started really well, minus the penalty there, but we were able to capitalize, get the side we wanted, and then just try to continue and extend. But yeah, then obviously the breeze swung pretty hard right, died a little bit, and it became a whole different series.
So a good start. Well, there was that one little penalty thing. That's like Mary Lincoln to Mrs. Lincoln after
the
President Lincoln had been shot. Well, but otherwise, Mrs. Lincoln, how'd you like the play? That was you've done a bit more of that than Cole has, but you've also been. I talked about early on. We saw you in San Francisco in the U.S. Match Racing Championships, and you get some penalties at the start, but I think you're better at exonerating a penalty than anybody I've ever seen. So, as I talked about before, that one downwind, the spin and win was just perfect. I mean, just perfect in the rounds robin.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely a certain, we've been known to get a penalty or two in the pre-start. But I think there are certain instances where the penalty is worse than losing the start. You're like, okay, you know what, we took the penalty, but we still ended up in the advantageous position. We're just going to toast them off the line, and we're going to continue, and we'll do our spin and win. And, I think we did the best this year of getting a penalty and just being like, all right, that sucked. Next.
Big deal. Yep.
Yeah, and just carry on and go on to win the race. But, and I think that's a big testament to the two boys in front of me, Daniel Peg and Enzim and Dito. It didn't work out for us today the way we wanted it to, but I backed those two 100% of the time, every single day, and twice on Sunday or Saturday for this matter. And, if we had a couple more races, who knows where it could have gone. But, yeah, I really put it to the boys in front. I think we did a great job of maintaining composure. And, as much as it was, it was a bummer to go up 2 and then to lose 3, we've been here before. This is my 6th Governor's Cup. It's my 4th time as a skipper, and I've gone 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. So as much as it was a bit of a bummer, we are holding our heads high. The boys in the front of the boat, we're disappointed, but they've got a couple more years to go and win some. I know for a fact that those two they've got another Governor's Cup win in their future. For me, it's sayonara, see you later. Maybe I'll come join the commentary team if you'll have me. But
it could use some improvement, clearly.
Oh well, no problem. I got you there. Yeah, but
Bitch.
yeah, it's been a phenomenal ride, and I think we were bummed. There were some tears there for a minute. To not be able to break the record and go on to win 3 was definitely devastating. But we're looking around, and there's been a lot of faces that have seen us sailing for a really long time, and we're just so grateful that we were able to be here for those 6 years. This is one. I think you ask anyone in the crowd, Cole, I'm sure you say the same thing, that this is the best regatta in youth match racing. The friends you meet, all these people.
So let's see. After saying that, Jeffrey, with you, I guess we ought to raise the age limit by a year, huh?
I don't know. I think I've had enough of my stressful Saturdays. I think I'll let the other ones go for a little bit.
Fair enough.
There's maybe a few more trophies in the works that I'd like to win and go on and do, and that's what we're going to focus on doing. We couldn't get this one, but we're on to the next one.
Well, Cole Tepper, that's a hard act to follow. So you were down. You did something which is extremely difficult. When you're down 2-0 in a first to 3, most people don't come back. What'd you do? Because I know you already told me some of this, so I know it. So tell the truth.
I think partly was what the coach said. We finished the first race, and he goes, "Oh, you guys, you're doing great. You're okay. That's fine. You'll come back." And we're like, "Yeah, okay." And then we lose the second one, and he goes, "What the hell are you guys doing? You guys suck." And finally, he told us the truth a little bit, and he woke us up to our flaws. So that was kind of the changing factor for us.
I think you said that you, and we noticed, especially Tom Spittle in the roving boat, that you seemed to come out of tacks a little more quickly than Jeffrey did, and you seemed a little less sheeted on the jib after the tacks for obvious reasons. So that, Hamish.
Stop. Hamish is going to get too big a grin and too red, so we need to stop that right there.
I know, we don't want his head to get too big, he'll burst out of that hat. But, yeah, well, you told me that. And, when we were first match racing, we thought that, it's really important. We got to be better at the start. But the other thing was really important is being able to tack well. Because if you're behind at the start, then you can possibly get ahead of them. And that seemed, Jeffrey, do you think he was tacking better?
Yeah, I think, one, like we said, the first 2 races of the series where it was a bit more breeze, and we felt really confident in that breeze. But as soon as it swung right and died a little bit, they just seemed to find another gear that we were searching. We were working our tails off to try to find. But a huge prop to Cole, his team. Hamish and Fruin. They make Cole look good there in the front, making the boat go real fast. Cole, you're good too. That was not a diss. But yeah, they seemed to find. On the start of that third race, it was like, oh shit, this is not the same team that we were racing to. A race ago. They found another gear that we just couldn't seem to click into, and the scoreboard shows it all.
So both Jack and Hamish would agree that any monkey can steer, right, Cole?
Certainly they would.
See, they're nodding. Don't worry. Yeah, the few skippers in the room are not pleased with that. It seems so equal coming up and through the rounds robin. And this sort of surprised us, and I suspect it was because there were, a number of sort of big shifts, and then we noticed a lot, sometimes even when it was around out of 215 in the southwest, that it wasn't shifting as much, but the puffs were in different places. And some of the puffs weren't coming all the way down. Is that your...
Yeah, I mean, today we were definitely tossing it up. We got it wrong in the first race, and then for the next ones, I
think the far right was really strong, and whenever we tacked to consolidate, there was sort of waves in the middle of the course, this chop, and every time we tried to tack in there was very bad news. So we just said we're not doing that again, and yeah, tried to get a bit cleaner with our shift picking. But I think tacking well was a really big thing, and having two larger set gentlemen in the front to swing the boat down was a nice advantage for today.
Well, it was interesting, and the boats do. There was a bit of chop, and sometimes though, even when you were doing it right, a hole would sort of appear in front of you, and if you had to tack or tried to tack at that time, that was like 2 boat lengths right there. You'd stop, and that's 2 boat lengths right there. So tough conditions, but again, part of the game. I mean, wind shifts and puffs doing that are part of the sailboat racing game. I am so impressed with you guys. That was as good, and Tom Spithill and Matt Whitfield and Tom and I all agreed that could have been a race in the World Match Racing finals. It was that good. You guys were that finals was awesome. So good job. We're going to bring your Cole up, or Cole, you stay. We're going to bring these two up. But Jeffrey Peterson, you've been an awesome representative of Balboa Yacht Club. I love you, and
It's been a pleasure, Andy. Thank you.
all right, you two come up. I'm going to move over here, and I'll interview you from down here. First, Tom has. So Monday night, I learned. It's funny. I talked to the sailors before some of the events, and I keep everything absolutely confidential. So I found out from Hamish that he's a theater dude and he sings. Well, as you know, Monday night I asked him to sing, and he wouldn't.
Crouton.
Happily, because we have spies and cameras everywhere.
I told you, we'd get you.
That was awesome. And then, yesterday, the day before, they told me that, again, totally confidential, that Cole and Hamish went to the same school, and it was a Catholic school, and so they go to church every week and learn hymns. And so Hamish said, yeah, sometimes we're out before the start and we sing hymns to each other. I said, that's a little weird, but please yourself, whatever. So, Jack, you were actually invited to this event, weren't you?
Yes, I was, Andy. That's correct.
Uh-huh. And yet, you're not skippering, Jack.
I know. Well, firstly, it was an honour to be given an invitation from the.
This could have to be
steering
a
committee.
So good. The boats
Had
are
to be
so
a great
good.
comeback here. Turn down an invitation to the government.
But yeah, last year sailing with Cole, I really enjoyed it, and there was a little bit of I guess, indecision in what Cole wanted to do with his team, and but eventually Cole gave me the call and the call up, and what I was offered was sort of too good to say no to. So yeah, I decided to sail with Cole, and it turned out pretty well, I guess.
Now, are you from Australia?
I'm from New Zealand, actually. I'm from Auckland.
Gee, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, actually,
Again, can you imagine
Cole,
sailing for another country? I can't.
Cole actually has a New Zealand passport, so
No wonder he looks like Gavin Brady.
Well, after all, New Zealand is only a small suburb of Sydney, but
Look, Andy, that's not quite how we remember this whole picking story went with us giving Fruin a call. We got a phone call one day from a New Zealand number. We thought, this is weird, what's this? Turned out Jack's mum gave us a call and asked us very politely, can you please pick Jack? We went, oh, okay.
oh,
We'll throw the dog a bone.
your theatre skills are doing you well here, Hamish.
what a
No,
nice mom, though.
And in all honesty, it's really good to team up with Cole, and I'm really thankful for the CY and Hamish that they've given me this opportunity to sail with them, and I'm looking forward to the next one with them.
Jack, there's about nothing you can say to try to recover from this. I know, that's a good try, though, but I'm sorry. That won't do. Well, anyway, you guys made a great team, and obviously when we have the Governor's Cup Choral Society next year, Hamish will be the leader. So
I'll be your number one man, Andy.
there you go. All right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll get on with the important stuff.
By the way, what was the song you were singing? We know it. We checked it. We have it on Spotify. Angels by Robbie Williams.
Well, that's sort of a hymn. So, yeah.
Andy, are you a big fan of Robbie Williams?
No.
Commodores, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to welcome to the stage our esteemed regatta director, the chair for life of the Governor's Cup Committee. Please welcome Christine Gribben.
Hello. I am going to ask Commodore Taylor to come up here. He has a few words he would like to say.
And Commodore Randy Taylor.
Thank you, Christine. Christine's going to handle a lot of the thank yous today. Great regatta this week. Again, this is a big event for our yacht club. I want to thank particularly the officials, the umpires. We pride ourselves in running professional regattas, and you have helped us do that. And of course, to the competitors, it means a lot for us that you are here. I've got a little presentation for Christine, I believe. She has chaired this event for us for 10 years. We hope it's another 10 years.
Commodore, come on over here on the lights. There we go.
We appreciate her very much. Whoa, busting the club up. But we appreciate everything you've done this week. And of course, she's one of our directors, so she does a ton of work for us all the time. So thank you, Christine, very much.
And Dr. Don Becker, our PRO, has a few words also to say.
Thank you, Christine. I just wanted to acknowledge my race committee team. I've said this before, a race committee is like an orchestra, and I'm the conductor. Everybody else does all the work. And I'd like you, if you're here, raise your hand as I read your name off. My good friend, longtime friend, Bob Strang. my young friend, Jeff Teig. Our fleet captain, Pam Kreiser. Timer, Jill Golden. Flag lady, Jane Hoffner. Steve Horst, who helped on the front. Charlie Fost, who helped with the flags. Nancy Davidson, and Carrie Drever. I'd like a special thanks to Brad Gilreed from Markset Bots. You all sailed in the first regatta that I know of that had full Markset bots in a match race. And before this regatta started, I was somewhat apprehensive about using them. My race committee and Markset guys would probably use a different adjective. So I'm going to give a special thanks to my Markset crew who went way beyond what normally people do on this thing. And the Markset bots were wonderful. I like them. Carl Kimmy, who is the lead of the group. Roger Neely, Randy Cochran, Mark Acosta, Chris Carlston, and Patrick Meager. You guys all did a great job, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Wasn't this a great event? It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you all for being here. A couple of thank yous. Our general manager, Russell Miller. Our food and beverage coordinator, Sarah Placeras. Chef Darren Denny for the absolutely wonderful food we had this week. All the rest of the BYC staff. Our junior sailing director, Sarah Chapman. Our sailing director, Becky Lenhart. Our Dr. Don Becker, our PRO. our fleet captain, Dr. Pamela Kreiser, as his assistant, and all of their race committee staff. Our Bot brothers, who were formerly known as Mark Set.
The Bot brothers.
Thank you. And of course, our umpires who came here from all over the world. And our terrific media team led by Chris Bretschker. Our photographers, Bronny, Tom, and Bruce, for all the wonderful pictures for the week. And our sponsors, of course, without whom we would not have this. So thank you to all of our sponsors for all of your donations for this year. And I can't forget Kevin, who couldn't be here tonight because he had to work, so I get to play. And then thank you to the competitors. You guys did a terrific job this week. You didn't break the boats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a couple of special people here this evening. We have some Long Beach Yacht Club, the Vice Commodore, Lisa Meyer, and the 2025 Congressional Cup Chair, Steve Meyer. If they could come up for a minute.
I'm Lisa. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, come on up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tom, good to see you.
Hi, Lisa.
Christine, congratulations on a fabulous regatta. That was really awesome. Commodore Taylor, wonderful job. And we know how much work this is to put on this sort of international regatta, so we appreciate everything that you have all done.
Hey, Randy, come on, let's get a
Yes.
shot of this, Tom. We got Tom Walker here taking shots. Let's get a quick shot of this crowd. This is pretty auspicious. Thank you. T-Dub, you got that? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. This is such an important regatta, not only for Southern California or our country, but really for the world. So we are so proud at Long Beach Yacht Club that we can be part of your regatta by inviting the winner, and I'll have Steve do that, to Ficker Cup. Without this regatta, we would not have not only the present, but the future of match racing. So I congratulate all of you competitors, boys and girls, men and women. We look forward to hosting all of you at some point, Ficker Cup and Congressional Cup. And I know you all have such a bright future. Jeffrey, congratulations. And you're aging out. But we look forward to also having you back in Long Beach. We've missed you. You've done such a great job representing match racing. So, and I would be remiss if we didn't thank our boat host, Staff Commodore Paul Blank. Thank you for taking us out today. That was, you and your guests were fabulous, so thank you for that. So again, congratulations to all of you, and without further ado, Steve.
I'm going to be a little bit shorter. So I think she's already said everything we need to say. Cole, you want to come forward? I'm representing Ken Matfeld, our Ficker Cup chairman for 2025. I am the Congressional Cup chairman for 2025. So congratulations on a well-sailed event, and you have an invitation to the 2025 Ficker Cup.
Oh, well, I'll just say thank you so much to Stephen and to Lisa and everyone from Long Beach. And we did the Ficker Cup this year, and we're really excited to hopefully be back next year. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so here we are. I would like to ask Staff Commodore Tom Purcell to please come forward. This is when we present the Chet and Glebe Perpetual Sportsmanship Award. It was voted on this year by all of our competitors, our umpires, the bosun, and the race committee. So the 2024...
Can we get Commodore Purcell here in the middle, please?
All right. The winner of the Chet and Glebe Purcell Sportsmanship Award this year is Justin Callahan, Trevor Davis, Michael O'Brien, and Spencer Kryson.
You guys hold that.
There you go.
There, I'll say something.
There she goes.
Okay.
She did.
There you go. Thank you. Well done. Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations. I'll say something quick. Yeah. On behalf of kind of our whole team, this is such a big honor to win this award. It means a lot to us, and I know so many other people here. But this regatta is far from just a few teams here. We cannot, I don't know. I'm really stoked right now. But between the members and the volunteers and the staff and the race committee, the umpires, the competitors, you name it, there's so many people that work so tirelessly to put such a regatta on. And we can't thank you enough for just allowing us to be your guest here for the week. And I think we speak on behalf of all the competitors. And just the Corinthian spirit everyone really displayed this week. It's truly tremendous just being able to hang out with such a talented group of sailors. And even the umpires too. I know we got to hang out a lot too. And us, me and all the teams just pestering you guys with questions all week. It's what truly makes this regatta just really, really special. And thank you all so much, and it's truly an honor.
So we're going to go from 12th place to first place, and when I call your name, just stand up and we can all clap for you. We have 12th place, Sienna Nichols, Maddie Nichols, Kai Brennan, Eddie Kleem from Balboa Yacht Club. '11th place from Newport Harbor Yacht Club, Dylan C., Dylan Garcia, Cam Spriggs, and Tyler Wood. In 10th place from the Yacht Club Santa Amoro from Brazil, we have Nicholas Bernal, Leonard Dieter, and Pedro Weigand. In 9th place from the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron in Brazil, we have Robbie McCutcheon, Josh Sheehan, and Ollie Lloyd. In 8th place from the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club in Australia, Daniel Kemp, Lewis Tilley, Lachlan Wallace, and Isabella Holdsworth. In 7th place from Royal Freshwater Bay Yacht Club, Australia, Marcello Torre, George Elms, and Vassos Katsis. I'm sorry. And 6th place from Newport Harbor Yacht Club, Morgan Pinkney, Nick Drummond, Mark Murray, and Colleen O'Brien. And 5th place from the Royal St. George Yacht Club, Ireland, Tom Higgins, Jamie McMahon, and Carl Hort. And 4th place from the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron in New Zealand, Josh Hyde, Tom Plinkington, Zach Fong, and Cody Cochran. Fourth place. Come up. Okay. The trophies got misplaced in the mail. So, for fourth place, they will be mailed to you, but come up.
So right here in the middle, right here in the middle. We'll bring the trophies to you. Thank you.
And the third place team, come on up. We have from Biscayne Bay Yacht Club, United States, Justin Callahan, Trevor Davis, Michaela O'Brien, and Spencer Creighton.
Up, can you get them up, Christine? Can we get them up on the edge of the stage?
Yes.
We want to see them bend over.
Again? I guess I'm going to just repeat the same thing. So thank you, everyone, again.
And we have in second place from Balboa Yacht Club, Jeffrey Peterson, Daniel Pegg, and Enzo Mendito.
First off, I want to thank Mom and Dad. They're here in the crowd. Forrest and Anise, two absolute legends. Next two people I want to thank are these two gentlemen to my left, Daniel Pegg and Enzo Mendito. These fellas are not only my best friends, but brothers. You know, Enzo and I are only child, so we've adopted each other as brothers. We've just made that as soon. Dan, you're not an only child, but you can be my brother any day of the week. I love these guys so much. We had a great run at this regatta, and I couldn't have done it without these boys. I wouldn't have done it without these boys, and I didn't want to do it with anyone else. You know, you guys deserve to win, and I'm sorry that I couldn't get that for you, but I know it was a team effort. We gave it our all, and to everyone at the club, the sponsors for the event, Dr. Bray in particular, he's been a huge supporter of our sailing for so long, and he's a huge reason of what we've been able to go and do, and we could not thank him enough. Also, Hark and Durham for keeping us safe out on the water. It's long days out on the water. We're really appreciative of that. But to the race committee, the courses were awesome. We've got nothing to say. The umpire team, really appreciate you guys. Got absolutely nothing to say about that. I did rescind your checks though. They're no longer in the mail. Maybe we'll try again at another event. I'm kidding. This is the first event I didn't damage a boat, which is a really good thing. So I'm happy about that. And to the bosun team, thank you guys so much. This one's pretty emotional for me. I've grown up at the Balboa Yacht Club. We were doing the math, like I said earlier. I've done 6 Governor's Cups. I've been around for 12 of them, and I really do believe this is such a special event. And I've enjoyed every second that I've had the opportunity to compete. And I'm bummed that we couldn't go out on top, but I've loved every second of it. And the last thank you goes to all the members of BYC who have shown us nothing but tremendous support over these last 6 years. I'm sorry we couldn't get it done for you today, but thank you guys so much.
And now, first place and the winner of the 2024 Governor's Cup from the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia, Cole Tapper, Jack Freeman, and Hamish Voss.
For the photo, why don't you all step down on the hard and you'll have a little more room. Get Christine in there. Yeah, step down on the hard for the photo, please. Thank you. Christoph can. That's yeah. There we go.
Just quickly, I want to say a few words.
Apparently, you guys get this.
Oh, sorry. Firstly, to Jeff and to Justin for our finals races, you guys seriously pushed us, and Jeff, we seriously dug a hole there, and thank you for maybe letting us out. But no, we had a lot of fun racing, and these two in front of me were the reason we were able to come back from that. So because we were fast and because you guys were calling the right shifts, that was how we came back. So thank you to these two. Yeah. And then at BYC, this is our 3rd time here. We love this regatta, and we always feel like we're coming home when we come back. And it's from all sides. It's from the race committee, Dr. Don. It's from our favorite bosun, Greg Newman and Pat Lever. These guys, we come up and we complain every day, and these guys are like, oh, you're all right. And we really appreciate it. And to Christine and to Becky and everyone that just makes this regatta run so smoothly, we're really appreciative. Well, also to Tom running the show, he's doing an amazing job, and thank you. And to Andy as well for his lovely commentary. Also to our Aussie friend, Damo, on the umpire team. He wears some shocking clothes, but he makes some good calls, so thank you, Damo. And to everyone else involved with that was, yeah. Thank you. I think you made some good calls. The double penalty on us was definitely deserved, so thank you for that. Yeah, and finally, I wanted to say to Jill. Jill Golden's had us stay at her house for 3 years, and she is the most amazing host. And yeah, she's a true legend of BYC, and we're really grateful to have her. So thank you, Jill. Actually, I was lying. There is one more, and that is Jordan Reese. He's from our club, the CY, and he's put in more hours this year than any year before, and he's been amazing. So thank you, Jordan, and thank you for all your statistics this week, keeping my head in check. So thank you very much. Cheers.
Put all your stuff on the ground and take the trophy. There you go. Down. So you don't fall off the stage with it.
it on.
Thank you all for coming, and that concludes the 2024 Governor's Cup. We'll see you all next year.
Fantastic. Well done.